Yeah, I said it's my Simpsons couch gag. I'm trying to think of the most notable thing to follow that up. Well, I know while I was waiting to go on earlier, I saw Osiris, and he came to me and said something about falling down a rabbit hole in the Matrix movie, and all I could think of was, all right, isn't that also like Alice in Wonderland, where she fell down the hole too?
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I usually take that with, I wish I was making that up. But we all know him, so that might be part of the course, who knows. Well, as usual, things happen in my life, and some of them can be really weird. Nearly a week ago, I was wanting to pull into a parking lot across the street from where I wanted to perform, and I couldn't because there was a car blocking the way. He had his blinkers on, and after a while, it's like, okay, there's nobody in it. I need to go inside this restaurant to see what's going on. And dude there was holding an empty pizza container, and I said, there are 2 cars waiting to come into the parking lot. And then he said something about being an Uber driver, and all I was thinking was, I don't care to hear your story, just move your damn car. I did not say that to him, though, because as the saying goes, you attract more flies with honey than vinegar, and thankfully he obliged to move his car. Yes, there were 2 cars waiting when I went in, but there was only one when I came out. There was somebody in a Buick behind me that was honking, and I guess he just gave up and parked somewhere else. Well, yeah, I guess I wanted to have patience with things, but sometimes you have to help your patience along by actually doing things. Action, yes.
Yep.
So, yes, that happened. Deadpanning in my way through life to survive, but you do whatever you can. Well, Friday I went to a burlesque show. I love those because it feeds my intellectual side. Some people think, oh, it's just stripping. It's like, yeah, they leave things to the imagination. That's why they call it striptease. I'm always thrilled with some of the ideas they come up with, where it's like, oh, this makes sense if you're paying attention or know what they're making fun of. With one of them, they're playing an ABBA song, and the dancer went up with a Napoleon hat on. It's like, oh, I get it, because the song is called Waterloo, after the Battle of Waterloo. It's like brilliant. And being a Charlie Brown fan, I like seeing a belly dancer dance to Linus and Lucy, which is the official name of the Charlie Brown theme song. I'm quite particular on letting people know that it's not the Snoopy or Charlie Brown song or anything like that. You can look these things up. You don't have to just rely on me for that. Oh, and there was a Weird Al Yankovic song that they played too that I hadn't heard yet. Then again, he has probably done a lot of songs I haven't heard yet. And it was Yoda after the Star Wars character, the tune of Lola by the Kinks. And I liked that as well, for some reason. All I can think of is, we'll never remember Weird Al back in the 80s, and he said he didn't want to be just known as the Michael Jackson imitator. For a while, that's all he did. So I would have said to him, you know what you need to do then? Imitate more than just Michael Jackson. And thankfully he has done that. I mean, I'm a big Lady Gaga fan. I'm thrilled that he ended up doing a parody of a Lady Gaga song. It became Polka Face instead of Poker Face. Yes, we still need imitators, impressionists out there, especially when I don't see Rich Little much now, but, well, I don't know how old he is either. Yes, for those who know who that is. Music. I'm inspired a lot by music as well. Twice I was flipping through radio stations tonight, and I heard the same song. It's that one that Nicki Minaj does side by side, I think, with Ariana Grande. And it's just like a movie. Sometimes you really have to listen to a song more than once to get all of it. And I did this time. It's like, oh, all right. She was doing a pun about her song now that makes more sense to me, because she said, "You want a menage? I'll give you a tricycle." And it's like, oh yes, I took French. Menage a trois, I get it. And then even before that, I guess she does foreshadow it, another term from literature class, because she talks about a bicycle, which of course is more common than a tricycle. I mean, tricycle, that's a kid's toy. I don't see too many people who use those if you're an adult. Yeah, you don't pick what you're inspired by. I keep learning that all the time. I mean, I have an office chum just blocks from here, and they've had painters in there for a while. I guess they want to change it to what our company colors are now, because we got spun off as a separate company. So that's what gray, gold, and white. And well, sometimes gray works for me. But I was in the break room having my soup for lunch, and it's like, wow, I'm inspired to write poetry because I'm seeing this painter at work. Yeah, I know that is weird, but it was just about, he just went about his thing, and it's like, all right, use the roller, up, down, for some reason. I'm just thinking of, I want to write. And I'm trying to think of other times where I've been inspired the same way. I've even written poetry about performing, where I called it dumping pain. It really is. I work through things that way. Well, I know another notable thing this week was an article about me got published, and it was kind of funny when I was introduced when I was performing last night, and they said it was in City Pages. No, actually it was Growler, but they're both free publications, so to some, they might say, what difference does it make? I'll have to find out how many people actually read it besides the people that were told about it on Facebook and tagged because they were name checked. And it was a great article. I mean, I sat for the interview back in March. I'm thankful that it finally got published. I figured, you want to interview me? Me? Okay, I'll run with it. I mean, hopefully it'll lead to more gigs coming up because the name recognition. And I found out I have at least one hater because of it. And as they say in rap music, well, yeah, haters are all around, so I must be doing something right then. That's all I can think of. I lost out with a dude a long time ago. Well, I guess it's not just rappers that talk about haters. Even Taylor Swift has mentioned haters in Shake It Off. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta shake it off, not just when a batter's hit by a pitcher. Yeah, who would have thought rappers would have something in common with Taylor Swift?
That's a white person you said that shit about.
Where do we go after that one? Oh, yes, why not go back to the office, Joe? A good friend of mine at work is now my boss, and I've already went to him and I said, this is uncharted territory. We'll have to figure out what works here. And I guess he doesn't want to think of himself as my boss, but, well, you are, so I don't know what else to say about it. And hey, I'm honest about it. Where I'm willing to work through it. That's what you do. And I think he'll do fine. But I mean, changes happen, and you have to adapt or you get left behind. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you. Been great.
Yeah.